So here you are at the head of the country. Hello there. I'm Professor Archibald Rainwater, an honorary doctor in geopolitics, macroeconomics, and sociology. My job is to help the future leaders of this world with their first steps. I'm here to help you. Right. To start, you'll need to appoint the members of your government. It would be logical to draw from the ranks of your own party, but it's not a hard and fast rule. It's been that way ever since the days of the Roman Senate. Indeed, it could be strategically intelligent to include figures from different sides and from the working class in your cabinet. Your advisor has also appointed a few ministers. If you wish to do so, you can change them, but whatever happens, you still need to make the appointments for the key posts. Good luck with the selection process. Right. Now that you've put together your whole team as the chief executive, you can now propose your first law in hopes that Parliament will pass it. This very symbolic first decision is important. History will remember it, and it'll make a deep impression on public opinion. During this time of global warming, and as your environment minister will advise you, doing something for ecology would be much appreciated. I suggest that you use tax measures, which would also help you to bolster public coffers.
Let me be straightforward with you. You are taking the wrong path, and I sincerely think that you should reconsider your current orientation, which, I'm telling you, makes me uncomfortable. Naturally, you can always count on my devotion, but once again, you should seriously consider a change of policy.
Right. Now that you've put together your whole team as the chief executive, you can now propose your first law in hopes that Parliament will pass it. This very symbolic first decision is important. History will remember it and it'll make a deep impression on public opinion. During this time of global warming, and as your environment minister will advise you, doing something for ecology would be much appreciated. I suggest that you use tax measures, which would also help you to bolster public coffers. Right. Now that you've put together your whole team as the chief executive, you can now propose your first law in hopes that Parliament will pass it. This very symbolic first decision is important. History will remember it and it'll make a deep impression on public opinion. During this time of global warming, and as your environment minister will advise you, doing something for ecology would be much appreciated. I suggest that you use tax measures, which would also help you to bolster public coffers. Nice start. Your first law has been passed. This will be immediately reflected in your population.
The bill has been voted on, and the
power of the media. There's room for debate on that one. Oh, sorry. So, as we've seen, you have the tools at your disposition for directly influencing state resources. But other strategies are possible, notably increasing your GDP, which could create wealth for the country and create jobs. With the world in economic crisis, a head of state should more or less wear the hat of a sales manager and try to land fabulous business contracts. So, Make a date with the Chinese president. Its vast territory needs advanced technology. Your great nation won't be outdone. You should try to win them over. Congratulations! A contract with the Middle Kingdom is always welcome. In this case, it's one of your choicest to—
Huh. That's not to be turned down. Thank you. No thanks. My old— I hope you didn't make me come here to hear you discussing your favorite— Considering the state of our relations, my vision is rather grim.
Although your economy is among the healthiest, your solvency may not.
Notwithstanding your investment efforts, there is a risk that there will be inefficiencies in public research that will remain because of slightly limited infrastructure. To stimulate the intelligence of your scientists, offer them a generous modern environment where they can cogitate under proper conditions. It would also be an opportunity to take an interest in territory planning and the regions. That could always be useful. What you've done for research, you can also do for other sectors. And you should also act quickly, because the nurse and healthcare worker strike has just started. They're unhappy with how the healthcare system works and their working conditions. In hospitals in particular, the protesters seem determined to make you give in. Bit of disorder for the start of your mandate, and your popularity might suffer if the movement intensifies. You can try to re-establish order through the forces of law and order, but I wouldn't advise it for the case at hand. Instead of that, you should negotiate with the union, try to satisfy it, without digging too much into your budget. If your proposals are acceptable and if you keep your promises afterwards, of course. Yeah, what a relief. The strike is over and the country returns to some semblance of tranquility. But now things are heating up on the battlefield. Fundamentalist Islamic terrorists from Somalia have crossed over the border and attacked the small settlement of Dardesia in Kenya, an ally with whom we have military partnership agreement. So now is the time to activate your troops on Kenyan soil and liberate Dardesia however you see fit. An easy strike for the military that you command, which will reassure your partner and intimidate terrorist groups in the region